Well, there it is. So, Chris Metzen is best known as the Law of Blizzard. In many ways, I think of him as the face of Blizzard too, as he is famous for giving his speeches at BlizzCon and kicking off the ceremony of what is all things Blizzard. As a game designer, artist, and voice actor, he brought much of the Blizzard universe. He helped to design 3 of the biggest Blizzard IPs. Well, more than that, but Warcraft, Diablo, and Starcraft are what really kicked off his early career, and he's been very well known for the Overwatch most recently. The Senior Vice President of Story and Franchise Development has given much to the fans, and he will be missed. He truly was one of the OGs of Blizzard and brought a level of passion and charisma that made him a big fan favourite. A message Chris Metzen wrote in regards to his leaving Blizzard was posted on his behalf on the WoW forums. You can find a link to this in the video description below if you prefer to read it for yourself, otherwise I shall read it out aloud now. I had just turned 20 years old when I started working at Blizzard. Seems like a lifetime ago. Guess it was. Those first few years were the start of a very grand adventure for me. One that would take me around the world, introduce me to thousands of wonderful geeks just like me, and ultimately shape the course of my adult life. Of course, when I started, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how to make games or build entertainment products. But I had an insatiable passion for ideas, for stories, for heroes. My only real training before joining Blizzard was the long-running D&D campaign I had with my closest friends, Sam, Mike P, Daniel, and Mikey C. You know who you are, boys? Hamro! Building ideas, vast worldscapes, characters, and plot lines with my friends was the first great love. I lived for it. It was a safe space amid the tension and change of some rough teenage years. The grand refuge of D&D was a glorious meeting of minds and imaginations where I felt I truly belonged. It was a space where friendship and imagination were inextricably linked. The sharing of ideas on the fly, the crazy, unexpected turns other players would take. It stretched our imaginations in ways we'd never have dreamt of on our own. I loved how role-playing through adventures taught us so much about each other and, more often than not, ourselves. Imagining together helped us make sense of the crazy world we were growing up in. It made us stronger together. I wouldn't really understand the depth of it for many years, but I had learned an important truth from my friends back then. Creativity is relational. Looking back at my years at Blizzard, I see now how profoundly this idea has shaped my career. I see how profoundly my friends and co-workers at Blizzard have shaped me as a person. For nearly 23 years, I've had the very distinct privilege of shaping worlds and building games with the brightest creative minds in entertainment. I've walked with giants and stood on some giant shoulders too. In short, I've had the time of my life. I pretty much had the coolest job ever. But the truth is, sometimes it was really hard. Building games with dozens of brilliant, passionate alpha geeks with their own red-hot instincts and perspectives could be pretty tricky. Coming to a consensus about certain design decisions, story motives, or courses of art directions takes a lot of communication, patience, and give and take. It stretches you. Sometimes it wasn't all that pretty, but engaging with your teammates and collaborating through the potential quagmire of all that creative tension is where the real magic happens. It's not that the decisions you come to or even the final shape of the product you craft. It's bigger than that and infinitely more important. True collaboration builds trust, and trust is the basis of all lasting relationships. With trust, you build more than just a great product. You build a tribe that can build anything. A family of craftsmen. That's what Blizzard has been for me. My second family. Through all of life's ups and downs, it's always been there. The great geeky backdrop of my life. I don't just mean the job or even the creative mission, but the people. The people who over and over lifted me up, believed in me, and pushed me to find my potential as both an artist and as a leader all these years. To my Blizzard brothers and sisters, I wish I had the words. Everything just sounds trite. All I can think of is, you helped me believe in myself and achieve every one of my wildest dreams. I am forever grateful to you. I love you with everything I've got. Thank you. And to all of you out there in Blizzard's fast gaming community, those of you I've had the pleasure of meeting in person and all those around the world I've only heard about, thank you. Thank you all for letting me be a special part of your community, for letting me belong with you. We've shared countless adventures together, and I've always been overwhelmed and humbled by your passion for our games, as well as your commitment to each other. Thank you all for your BlizzCon hugs, smiles, handshakes, and stories over the years. You will never know how much you've touched my heart and inspired me to give all into this craft. With that said, I'll try to get down to the point here. I've come to a turn in the road. I knew far quieter chapter in my life looms ahead. I am retiring. Yep. Hanging up my guns, clocking out, taking the last griffin out of Stormwind. You get the picture. Crazy, I know. It's a massive change for me, but it's one I've been looking forward to for a while now. It's ironic given the fact that things have never been better or more energized at Blizzard. Just this year alone has been incredible. Legion's arrival, the launch of Overwatch, the Warcraft feature film. I've never been more proud of Blizzard and the quality of its products than I am now. It's remarkable that even after all these years, we can still reach new heights and take the world for an amazing ride. I believe Blizzard's future is brighter than ever. I won't lie, it's going to be really hard stepping away from these worlds that I love, but I'm content that I'm leaving them in the hands of the most passionate, talented, and dedicated craftsmen ever assembled. I can't wait to see where Blizzard's worlds goes next, and to experience them firsthand like everyone else does. As a fan, as an adventurer, right back to the start. That's just so cool. The reason I use the word retire is because I'm not going to some other company or starting up new projects or anything remotely like that. It's been a long, amazing stretch of years. Now it's time to slow it down. Rest, lay around on the couch and get fat. Well, fatter. Seriously though, I'll be focusing on the one thing that matters most to me in all the world, my family. They're the core of my life and the source of my deepest joy and inspiration. In addition to raising our 2 little ones, we recently welcomed our new baby into the family. Being home with them all, having time and space to really live, to love my wife with all my strength, that's my career now. And I've never been happier. Ever. Peace out, y'all. I love you all. I'll see you online. Chris. To finish this video off, I shall name some of the characters from Blizzard games that Chris voiced, as this is what strikes me the most about Chris Metzen. Having played all of the Blizzard games, I truly enjoy how he influenced those games with his creativity, storytelling, art, and best of all, fun voice acting. In Diablo, he played the Skeleton King. Starcraft, he played the Marine, Battle Cruiser, Ghost. In Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos, he played Thrall. In Warcraft 3, the Frozen Throne, he played Thrall and Fulgin. In World of Warcraft, he played Thrall, Fulgin, Orcs, Nefarian, Ragnaros, Haka the Soulflayer. In World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade, he played as Thrall and Fulgin. Once more, in World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, he played as Thrall, Fulgin, Varian Rin, Deathbringer Saurfang, Dranosh Saurfang, Bronjam. In StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty, he played as the Marine and Battle Cruiser. World of Warcraft Cataclysm. He played as Thrall, Fulgin, Varian Rin, Nefarian, Ragnaros, and Haka the Soulflayer. World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria, Thrall, Archanditul Maraka, Captain Halukal, Nalek the Stormlord, and War God Jalak. StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm, again the Marine and Battle Cruiser. You might be seeing that pop up in the Legacy of the Void as well, so I'll skip that part. In Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, Thrall and various minions. World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor, again Thrall, Heroes of the Storm, Thrall. And Overwatch, he's the creative director for, as well as apparently playing Bastion. Did he make those noises? I don't know. And last but not least, as we know, World of Warcraft Legion, Thrall, and Varian Rin. There's a hell of a lot of Thrall in there, and I guess that's partly why it has such a big impact on me, because I grew up with the Warcraft series, and I've been super attached to Warcraft 3 ever since it came out, as you may know if you are experienced with my channels. Yeah, I've heard his voice a lot, so it's sad to see him go, but I wish him all the best. Take care, Chris.